job.
Unicorn.
He's not just bad at his job, he's bad.
I mean, he is also a bad dude, but that isn't why he failed.
I don't mean I mean like he just poorly performs in general.
I guess he's just bad at life.
So what did you guys decide to do with him?
I totally forget. Clearly not something that important because we don't remember.
I do remember that we definitely decided to not kill him.
I think we just tied him up because he can't starve here, so we're just leaving him be for now.
He can't starve here?
Yeah, right?
I don't remember. I forget why we had to come to the Unicorn Pond in the first place.
So recap, right, a little bit. So before you came here, right, you kind of went to visit, 1 second, let me get my, you went to visit Will, right? Will the Feywild at the oak tree.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like, the equivalent of Peter Pan.
Ah, yeah, I remember.
Okay. So, so he had a plan to try and rescue the children that was being held by Granny Nightshade.
And Granny Nightshade stole a painting from her sister, which we have to return for her.
Well, yes. Or something
That's
like
the narrative.
That. Yes.
That's the narrative we're going for.
That is the narrative we are going with as a group. That is what we decided on as to not break the rules of the Feywild, the section we are in.
Wait, what's the narrative?
That Granny stole her sister's painting, so we are simply getting the painting back for her. And if we're actually stealing, and it is not as the witch claims, then it is her fault. That she has to take responsibility for it.
I mean,
Correct.
it's fair.
We're falsifying the information she has given us.
We are not culpable for the consequences of others lying to us.
Yes, that's what we're going with.
So, Will had a plan to get the kids, which his plan was...
his plan was to get the kids.
Mm-hmm.
The plans were that...
they're in the kitchen. We distract the person and they cause an attack to lead them away so they can do their thing and we can do our thing, and no tripping allowed because she's not a king.
Yeah.
So, in more detail, the kids who are free will be at the west of her little tree house or her tree fort thingy, right? And will sneak around to the east side by the kitchen entrance. You guys can enter the Goblin Market as travelers and arrange to meet the hag. And during the meeting with her, the children who are free will cause a diversion, and then Will can free the captives on one side of the tree, and you could free the captives that are probably close to you on your side of the tree.
All right.
That is the plan. As much as a plan that Will has. Will's not a thinker. That's as far as he goes.
We'll have to do the rest of the thinking on site, considering layout.
Mm-hmm.
But then the folks at the tree kind of insisted that you guys meet the unicorn, and that's how you got here. Because they were planning on meeting the unicorn, and they told you how to do it.
Oh, okay.
And then they did a lore dump, which is in Discord.
Gotcha. Lore dumps are useful. I should go back over that. Mm-hmm.
And there you are.
Yes.
All right. So you guys want to try and execute that plan?
Quite.
1 second.
Indeed.
So we've got this dude.
I
He
can't
scared
tell.
away the unicorn. We need the unicorn to get into the thing or something. Oh yeah. The witch stole the unicorn, the unicorn's boyfriend or whatever, and now we've got to go save the boyfriend.
That happened, I believe.
Yeah, I was just reading back through the lore, and I'm like, oh, there it is. That's why the unicorn matters, because we
It's
have
the
to go
lore.
save the
I found the
unicorn's
lore.
boyfriend. This stuff's all common knowledge by this point.
You look here. You look
So
at the lore.
behind also the hags stole the unicorn's horn.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's how they made the barrier around the thing that made it stop time.
Okay.
What?
Right,
So
they made the barrier around the castle.
the castle, that's probably Tasha's because everything is always Tasha. Her name's like Ziblini or whatever. I don't know. I have a feeling it's Tasha. I don't know. Call it the internet, but I think it's Tasha. Um, she used the unicorn's horn, and then the three of them like stopped time for the thing, so Tasha couldn't
Okay.
enforce her rules, and then they were mean.
I don't think Tasha's an archfey. Zibilna is an archfey.
That's what we know. Have you considered lying? Have you considered this is the wizard who cheats at chess for fun, and also has an entire book where she just sasses in the notes? I sadly do not have my copy of Tasha's on me, but she makes fun of artificers in it. So, like, really, if someone's going to lie, I think it's her. She also already has, like, 3 names. She's like
I
Igvili and
do not
Tasha.
think that those are the same person.
Whatever. It's always Tasha. Anyway.
Whatever you say, dude.
It's like Odin in real life. All roads lead back to Odin. Santa Claus is Odin. Jesters are Odin. Everything's Odin. Everything in D&D, it's always Tasha. Tasha wrote the Demonicon. Tasha has a magic cauldron. Whatever. Tasha's the granddaughter of, like, the super famous witch lady Baba Yaga.
It's like Ra in the Egyptian mythos too. Everything is Ra.
Everything's Ra.
Yeah.
You know, it's always Tasha. I have a Tasha spell prepared right now.
So do I.
There you go. It's always Tasha. Anyway.
Tasha exists many wares.
Yeah.
Many wares.
Anyway, so we have to go back, iron out that plan with the dude, and then we just do it, right?
Presumably.
Sure.
We got the lore from the unicorn. Yeah, sure, we can just leave the dude tied up here. I don't know, he's not really that important. Like, I mean, I guess we could go instigate the League of Villains or whatever.
The League
Love.
of Villains.
Is
I
that
think
what
that's
he's...
their name? Sorry, the League of Malevolence, Lam.
Oh, okay. Yes.
League of Mullet? That's not too far off.
Ringle Run. Who is among those frozen in Zablina's palace.
Yes, yes.
Anyway. Yeah.
All right. So do you want to touch base with
Oh, the dude.
with the dude and make sure you got your story straight?
Yep. Touch base with Will. Make sure we got our story straight, and then we can go.
Well, I mean, we'll just say Will's with you, right? Just to kind of speed things along because
just to speed
you're
things
kind
up.
of en route to the tree.
Yeah. And now we gotta go wherever her house is. Oh, it's the giant fallen over tree. It's the one other interesting thing here. This thing, right? That's her house.
It is the
There are
one other
several
interesting thing.
things
Yes.
here.
What's the one other stand? I mean, I guess there's like the giant floating islands, but like that's about
There's
it.
the floating islands, and then there's a pillar.
Yeah, but that's around all of them.
There's also a cave and several.
We already were at the cave, so it doesn't count.
True.
Just like at the giant walking tree in the lake. I mean, technically, there's that rock with a hole in it over there that's shining sunlight down on a hilltop. It's probably like magic or something, but that's not important right now. We only have like 8 days before someone's soul gets stolen or whatever.
10.
There you go.
10
I think
days.
I had something to do with that, so, let's go. Actually, no, that wasn't me at all. Who did that?
What?
Not important. Let's go.
Yeah, not important.
Falsetto. There we go.
Okay, so
Probably getting close to 9 by this point.
whatever it might be, I got a thing. It's like, I mean, it's somewhere like I'll say around 1 in the afternoon, give or take.
Gotcha.
Yeah, probably a bit less than a day then, since.
Yeah, I mean, you can certainly get there before the day ends. It depends how you want to do this.
Good.
Do you want to
and then
rest here and then go first thing in the morning? You can do that.
Oh no, we can keep going.
Yeah, I think we're good. I don't think we're like low.
Okay.
Are we at full resources?
I've only
we're
used
not
one
at
spell
full-
slot.
Yeah, well, I only have 3, so if I've used the spell, no, I'm full on spells. Never mind, we're good. We could take like a short rest if you want it back. Unless I used my gun already, then I'm still technically down a spell slot. I did use my gun.
You
once
did use your
already.
gun.
So I will be down a spell slot if I have to use it again, which I will if we need to fight people. Also, if I wanted to change out my spells for more useful ones, I couldn't.
Okay.
Anyway.
I think I'm about fine to go.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost never not good to go.
Yeah, because you're a rogue.
All right.
It's true.
So let me take you over there.
You literally have only like one limited resource, and it's like fairly
Damage.
tame at this level.
What's your limited resource?
His
Damage.
yeah
No.
damage. The like phantom thing where he can do damage to a second person when he sneak attacks. Wails from the grave.
Yeah, that's my only limited resource.
Gotcha.
Oh wait, is there no like light to this? Hold on.
I can see.
I cannot see.
I'm gonna say how come you
see.
can't see?
You see, that's
really
because you
weird.
don't have night vision goggles.
It shouldn't
Do
be
I-
night then. Hold on a second.
Yeah, no, I have night vision, remember? I was like, man,
token
night vision would have been really useful earlier. So I got night vision.
If the state restrict.
I should have 8 spells prepared, right?
Oh, here we go.
I mean, D&D Beyond wouldn't let me prepare an incorrect number of spells, so I think...
Let me do that because it's still daytime. There, that will help.
No,
Yay! I
that's
can
not-
see.
That's I could already see, but now I can see more.
Oh
Now
wow,
I
we
see
can
more.
see
Oh, squares are
exceedingly
double
far.
size.
So you can see there's 2 bridges that go over a kind of ravine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
A dude
we'll
there.
say the ravine's a little bit higher on their side than on your side.
Mhm.
So you can cross the bridges and get over to where the tree is. You can see a glimpse of the tree, and
Oh,
you
I
see
see.
the
It's
market
pushing
is
that.
towards the east. If you take the east bridge, that would take you to where the market is.
God.
The east bridge takes us to the market.
Yes.
Okay.
Whereas the west bridge will just take you directly inside the treehouse.
I don't want to answer the questions 3.
Answer me these riddles 3. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
I don't
You there,
know
beekeeper?
that.
I cannot say I
Sorry,
know.
yeah. I was taking a swig of my
Somebody
drink.
doesn't get the joke. And that person is Ray.
No, I understand the joke.
Oh, good.
It's a cool map, I'll say that.
It is. It's giant too.
Careful, the root's still sticking out of the bridge.
So you can see that
No
the
tripping.
tree house is to the
It's
your
that
west,
big
right?
circle.
It's that big block that's basically to your west, right?
Hmm.
There is 2 big windows that you can see inside the treehouse. I'm just checking something out. Oh, I'll have to do that. Let me do one thing real quick. I gotta get to the next section, which I just kind of skipped over. Right. So you see, oh, I didn't put the kids in. That was silly of me. Do I have kid tokens? 1 second.
They are important for this scenario.
They are. I put the creatures in. I don't know if I put the tokens in. 1 second. Easy enough to grab some. Sure. What should I go with? That is the one thing I don't like about Foundry is
Mhm.
like you just can't find like random tokens that you know. Oh, maybe this will work. There's starter heroes. Does that work? Let me see. Boop. Nah, not really. All right, so let's just go for I don't know. Is there like human? Like there's nothing that says human. How about dwarf? You know what? Child. All right, I got some lava children. They're gonna be lava children.
Gotcha.
That is all right then.
Yeah, that.
There you go. They look real ugly, so sorry about that. Don't judge.
That sure is a child.
Oh, lava children.
It looks like Heat Miser.
Wait, so what is it supposed? What is it actually supposed to be?
Children.
Are they like the kids sneaking around, or are they like part of the menagerie?
They are kids that are they're forced labor.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
They are the kidnapped children.
Let's see here. You can never find the exact thing that you want when you want it. I think it was in this section. There they are. Good. Gives you 1 second to populate the kids.
Could be worse.
Up.
Could be Roll20's very strange way of generating things from words you say.
Let's
Dead
see.
nurses. And
Camera.
and you cannot ask for a camera in Roll20. Do not do it.
You can't ask for a camera?
Do not
Don't
ask
ask.
for a camera.
Don't ask. Don't ask.
All right,
Don't
I'm,
ask
I'm
for a
not
camera.
asking.
Even I forget the context on this one.
Oh,
Okay. Sure. Okay. You got it. And then cool. All right. Kids are populated. All right, so you walk into what's basically a goblin market. There are 3 stalls selling candy that are situated in this clearing. Things are lit by windows that are carved in the giant fallen tree to one side of it. 2 goblins are working in each stall. And the whole enterprise is watched closely by a goblin with a toffee apple head who appears to be muttering quietly to himself.
So it's like a meta thing. What's our job again?
Job is to present ourselves to this market
Mhm.
as travelers looking for an audience with the hag, right?
Yes.
I don't know. That's why I'm
We are
asking.
travelers.
Yes.
We are travelers looking for an audience with the hag. Once we get our audience with the hag, the diversion happens, and
Wait, what's our reason to have an audience with the hag? Are we just gonna like?
I mean, we could just use our actual reason of wanting to bargain for the painting and then just take it.
Plus, 2 of you, I think, have lost something to this hag, right?
yeah, borrow.
Oh,
yeah.
we can use that as
I
our
lost
reason.
my
That's a-
memory.
Did I?
Oh no,
lose?
height. No, I lost my height. Wait, was my height my memory?
Was it me? Was I one
I
of the
think,
people who lost things
given
from
your
her?
indecision, it was your memory.
Give me a second. I'll look up who had what.
I
I
forget
lost.
who
I
took
forget.
mine.
I think mine was
I don't
memory.
have the ability to keep
No,
secrets.
mine was height. I think I had height actually.
How about we'll use that as our way in, and we will not talk about the painting.
Because if we talk about the painting, she might get a little suspicious.
Sussy Baka.
Not only suspicious, but also extra
Sussy
bargainy.
Sussy
That
Baka,
too.
Granny.
I am.
So,
Every time someone says
Duke-
that, I now have to post
Duke
that
and
email in chat.
Beekeeper had lost from the first witch.
Indy.
Actually, it was Javier who had lost something. Oh, maybe I got this wrong. Oh nope, wait a minute, I got it wrong. I looked at the wrong thing.
It was 2 of them for this one, right?
Yeah, I'm just looking.
I think it might have been Inari and Baldwin. Unsure about that though.
Well, just for the sake of argument, I'll say that what happened to what? Matt, Ray. Oh, okay, right. So I think it was Javier's character who had it, but
I know someone in the. I was pretty sure someone in the party had lost something.
everyone had lost something.
No, I thought someone in the party had lost it from her.
I think it was 2 of them from her, I thought.
It was.
I guess my notes say, according to this, that it was Mark, you and Jason had lost from the first witch. Javier had lost from the second.
Huh.
And therefore, the only one left, theoretically, for the other 2 of you would be the third witch.
Okay,
But I will switch it since Javier is no longer here, and just for the sake of, having one each, I'll say that Ray's person is the one who's missing something. How's that? And I'll say
Alright.
that presumably Matt, yours is with the third hag.
Gotcha.
Okay. So the guy who's in the center, where has no picture, looks like the person who I put in Discord.
Let's see him. He look like
Well, hello, sir. You look rather interesting.
Right, is any relation to the other
What's with his
guy?
eyes?
Might you have any relation to the guy who guided us here?
The
Scarecrow
creature, I guess, he kind of looks like a scarecrow, except that he has a candy apple head, so it's really kind of odd. He greets you warmly and says, "Well, welcome to our little market here. Would you like to sample some of the candy here?"
Oh, I'm good on that front. I was hoping we could meet with the master of the house, Granny.
Oh, what do you want to meet her for?
Oh, a friend of mine lost something from her, the elf over there. So we are hoping to speak with her about getting it back.
Oh, I see. Well, sure, I can arrange an audience. Give me a few minutes and let me see what I can. Let me talk to her, and I'll be right back.
All right, thank you.
You got
Thank
it.
you.
That was awfully kind for a person serving such a person.
Yeah,
No.
you're probably right. You're probably right. You kind of noticed that. He seemed a little distracted, but as he kind of talked, but he did seem, like you said, not very evil, right? Which is what you
Yeah.
normally expect. Right?
That's what I was like. I thought you'd be like, oh, you seek. Oh,
There you go. But
awfully
no,
calm.
evidently not. So he's gonna walk around. What do you guys want to do? You gonna do anything here? Or are you just gonna wait?
What's with the what do the stands have?
Sure. So
It's a stand.
it's a stand. Whoop, my bad. There we go.
Stand is the physical manifestation of the fighting spirit, and all have weird, wackier situational
All right.
abilities.
Thunder power.
I did not hear anything. He just
So
said them.
there's
You don't need to.
there is a number of candy here that is just like really odd, like made of disgusting ingredients. There's like lollipops made out of compacted ants
Mm-hmm.
and beetles encased in hard candy. Jellied worms. Just
Like actual worms?
yes.
Oh.
Yep.
Interesting.
You crack me up, Duke.
Is it normal for your jelly worms to be actual worms?
Sometimes. Insects have a lot of protein, you know.
I'm aware.
Good.
Yes, it is. They're quite tasty. If you want to try some, I'll give you one just to try it out.
I've eaten my fill for lunch already. It's all good.
Okay.
Also, does anyone else find it funny that we refer to Duke as Duke? Because, that's not his first name. That's just his title.
Correct. He has a first name. I've never said it.
Wait,
We just
wait.
walk around calling him,
His
teacher.
name is
Or,
it Duke?
doctor.
No, Duke's
Duke
is my title as the son of the Baron.
Yeah, he's like the dude in whatchamacallit, Moulin Rouge. He's the Duke.
Yeah.
Oh.
His name isn't Duke. He's just the Duke.
The Duke. And we just walk around calling him that like it's nothing. I didn't think about this until a session into it. And then I just never stopped because I'm like, is his first name Shalar? Shalar's kind of a mouthful. I'm just going to keep calling him Duke. It's easier that way.
No, my last name is
This is all out of character, by the way.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, his
That's
last
why I'm
name
not
is
using my character
Shalar.
voice. Yeah. Me. Is Shalar his first name? Is that his last name? Do we know his first name? I'll just pretend like I know what's going on here.
Okay.
That just the story to pass the time while the dude has to go and get the hag or whatever.
Sure. All right, so is anyone trying the candy treats, or I'll just bring back the guy?
They seem hella cursed, if you ask me.
Are they safe? I don't mean in the nutritional sense. I'm sure they're safe in the nutritional sense.
I mean, are you asking him?
Can I guess can I inspect them with an Arcana check or something
Sure.
to see if they are magical in some
Well, does anyone have
quality?
detect magic? That's what that's for.
I do, but I feel like it'd be rude to
Yes,
cast
but
detect
also I
magic
would be.
on them.
Well, I don't. First of all, I don't have it on me, and second of all,
I do.
and also it would be 10 minutes of ritual casting detect magic in front of their faces.
Yeah. That sounds pretty rude to me.
Not a. Did I seriously
seems-
crit fail on an Arcana check?
It seems
Bruh.
perfectly safe to you. I don't know.
How's Beekeeper's Arcana, I wonder?
I don't know.
Hold up. I tried to search it up.
I guess how I'll ask him. Is there anything special besides about them besides the fact that they are candied insects?
He says, well, you know, those that eat them will sometimes get a surprise.
I'm gonna roll Arcana. Hold up.
What sort of surprise?
It really depends. It's you know, it depends how well you can hold your candy, and it depends you know, it can vary from candy to candy and person to person.
I got a 14 on Arcana check.
Well, Arcana is like knowledge of magic, so you'd be like trying to remember, like, about
Yeah.
magical candies, not like, is this candy magical? This isn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Tell if it's magic.
Does Beekeeper, in his insect knowledge, know anything about
Would
this?
that be a nature check?
Well, it's candied insects. Is that a nature check?
Well, if it's about, are you checking for insect qualities or magic qualities?
Insect qualities.
That's a
'Cause-
nature check.
Because I want to see how much I know about them, I guess. Okay, well, I have
Nature.
+2 in that.
What do you know about these insects?
What do you know about the insects? They're insects in candy. They're not normally in candy. What was
True.
the question that you were looking for? I'm sorry.
I guess how much do I know about them?
Uh,
Can I determine with my 17 check?
How much you know about them as
A person.
I don't know. I mean, you know they're insects in candy. They're not usually in that. You never heard of putting really insects in candy like that. But hey, there's a first
All right
time
then.
for everything.
I'm gonna take my contacts out. I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure.
See, these beetles sound interesting, but I'm a bit suspicious.
You could just not eat them. Novel concept.
I think I will not
Okay.
eat them.
That's fair.
I'm going to hold off because I don't want to end up magically drunk or something.
Magical drunk.
That would be very interesting.
Okay. So, the candy appled person comes back and says, by the way, his name is Chucklehead. So,
Oh, right.
Oh, very fitting.
Chucklehead returns and says, yeah, Granny will meet you in the receiving I guess lounge in the next 15 minutes or so. If you just walk around and go back over the other bridge, that will lead you to a seating area, and she'll be there shortly.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right,
Sure.
thank you.
All right.
I'm going to very quickly move because this is a lot of moving.
Go ahead, you can quickly move.
I mean, I am.
Did someone just
Running
move
it.
through a wall?
Sorry, I
I
lost
did
people.
not. I purposefully walked all the way around.
I'm sorry, I lost people. Where did people just disappear
We're
to?
going around.
All right, where's everyone going? What happened?
We're going to the seating room.
I see her cursor.
Yeah, I kind of pre-moved her, so I'm just waiting for you guys to go around. Whoa.
Hello.
Perhaps there's a wall there. Hold up.
Boop. I'll move you. There you go.
Thank you.
You got it.
So what we know? What happened? What did I miss in like the 10 seconds I was gone?
Not really anything.
We're
Oh
in
wait,
a
why are we
meeting.
here then?
Because you're gonna meet the witch.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So this chamber is nestled between walls of twisted roots, through gaps in which you can see eerily beautiful woodland surrounding you. A closed wooden door stands on the opposite of the wood bridge that leads into the room, and in the center of which are 4 armchairs, encircling a small table laid out for a tea service. A painted wooden box 3 feet on a side rests in the corner. A crank protrudes from one side of it, causing it to resemble a over-the-size Jack-in-the-Box.
Call it a hunch, but I think something's in that box.
This is quite a weird room.
What are these dotted line things?
Oh, there's like a root that goes over your head.
Oh, okay.
So that's,
so that's like hanging
representing the root there, but saying that it's not like a solid barrier. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So, yep. So, Granny Nightshade comes in. And she'll stand about there and she says, "Come, sit. What can Granny do for you all?" Let me make some tea while you're here. Would you like any tea?
I will be quite fine, but thank you though.
Okay. She like walks over to this bench and finds some like filthy cups, and then she pours some hot liquid in and takes out a chicken bone and kind of stirs it a little bit.
Odd.
She says, "You there? Do you?" As she kind of, gestures over to Beekeeper. Would you like to
Yes.
sit down in a chair? You don't have to stand.
I'm perfectly fine standing, thank you. Beekeeper's kind of on edge by this whole room and area.
Okay. Okay. So she says, "Why'd you pay a visit to Granny? What can I do for you?"
Well, I was seeking you out because it appears that last time I was here, well, not specifically here, but nearby, I lost something, and somebody told me that you might have had it.
Oh. Oh, I do see. Yes, you. Well, whatever you lost, I certainly acquired fair and square.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, if you want it back, there could be some things that you could do for me.
Okay, and what would those be?
Would these things happen to involve a time limit?
Time limit? Oh, dear no. I'm not going to have a time limit. I mean, you either get them for me or you are not. I have something from this gentleman already, so it does not matter to me how long it takes you to procure it.
Ah, how nice
Ah.
of you. He's awfully kind, but I'm a tad weary. Tad wary, wrong word.
Let's see. What could you do for me? Well, let's see. You look like some folks who can find lost things. You found me, and you figured out that I have what you lost. So
True.
let's see. You know, my one sister is quite clumsy, and she recently lost a unicorn horn that she had. Perhaps you can find it for me. If so, then I will be glad to trade the unicorn horn for what you had lost.
Your sister lost this item?
Yes, she did.
Try to make sense of this, because... What?
Does that work for you?
Hmm.
Simple trade, not really any
So simple, but where are we going?
strings attached or anything.
Where are we
Which-
going to find
Which
a
sister had
unicorn?
lost it?
First question.
Well, that certainly is a point of contention sometimes. We're not exactly sure, or we would have a better way of doing it. But I think my other sister over in Downfall and Hither might have lost it.
In Hither?
Quite odd.
Was she the one who last had it?
Well, I certainly believe so. You know how sisters can be sometimes. They just like to argue.
And...
But that was the last time I certainly have seen it.
Anything else we could do?
And if we're going to find this unicorn horn, where would we find... Do you have any clue where we could find this unicorn horn, or even where we could find a unicorn?
Well, I'm not sure I know where you can find a unicorn, but
Well, at least the horn.
at least the horn. I presume my first sister has it, but I can't say for sure.
Oh, so you think that she has lost it, air quotes.
Perhaps. Not sure. I don't know whether she has some other intention, but I guess we'll see. Let's see if you can find it first.
And you have no particular ideas on where it might be?
Other than
Besides
your sister,
just
of course.
your sister?
That's really all I know. If I knew where it was, I'd send people to check them. Just, go find it.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So I would say that around this time, as you kind of make that exchange with Granny, you start to hear an alarm coming from the west, where you hear these screams happening over on the west side of the tree. And she's like, "Oh, That's my screaming scarecrows. Somebody is in my garden.
Your scarecrows
Screaming
scream.
scarecrows. I must get myself some of those. They sound interesting.
They're quite useful as guards. I'm gonna have to see what's going on in my garden. I will be back shortly.
Alrighty then.
And she
Take your time.
goes through the door.
All right.
So,
Everything's going to plan.
we are going to also head in that direction, right?
I believe so.
Mhm.
That was the plan, right? Like we were saving people in there.
Yes, in the kitchen.
That
Yes.
was
Okay.
that was the plan.
Yeah, I believe so.
All right. Deal has been made.
Well, there's the door if you want to go in.
Perhaps we can facilitate a trade later, but for now, let's knock.
Is the door locked?
The door is
Not
not
locked.
locked.
Well done.
Feel free to open it if you wish.
Hmm?
Is someone going to open it?
I
I guess we
I'm
should.
the wizard.
What's that? I didn't say it was locked.
I'm the wizard. I mean, like I probably shouldn't go first, but
The heck are you guys doing? Just gonna stand.
just mage hand the door open.
Okay, fine.
Okay. So, you see flickering lanterns illuminate a cluttered workshop filled with soft, ambient music produced by bells and chimes. Parts of toys are heaped on the tables, leering dolls' heads and half-built rocking horses, unpainted wooden balls, and stuffed limbs of soft toys, or all over the tables. A stove in the back of the room holds a saucepan of smelting metal. 3 doors exit the workshop, and 2 storefront windows overlook the market outside. So there is a door all the way to the kind of north, and there is one to the west. And there are 3 children in here, and they are working. Drunk.
All right.
How many people did Will say were were we supposed to find here? Does he know?
I don't think he knew.
Okay.
Hey. Hey. Kids.
Hello there. Over there.
Hey, kids.
The children look at you and, not sure what to make of you all. And you also see like 1 or 2 of the dolls' heads. They kind of turn towards you too.
Wait, dolls? Where?
The
what?
doll. The doll heads on the table.
On the table. Where?
They're-
Just
they're-
around. They're making dolls.
Oh, okay, the dolls that they're making.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You guys. What's his name? Will. We're with Will.
And the kids are like, huh? What?
Will of the Feywild. We've come to set you out.
You can get us out of here?
Absolutely. Granny's distracted. She's dealing with intruders in the garden.
All right. The kids start coming over. A little cautiously, but they're coming over.
Are there other people around?
The kids are like, well, there's usually there's more than us for sure. There's certainly some in the back of the treehouse. There could be some upstairs in the next room. Maybe. Not
Back
sure.
of the treehouse, upstairs in the next room. Also, additionally, would you have any clue where to find a painting?
The painting of anything in. I mean, there's all kinds of.
A painting
The
of
paintings
one of the
a
witches.
Um. They will say. Let's see. I think.
We'll be right back. I'm gonna.
That's
go grab a
fine. I'm
snack.
trying to find where they put it. Oh, here we go. Right. So that would be. Yes, they've seen that. That would be basically towards the back of the tree.
Okay.
Back of the tree.
So the next floor up there's potentially people, and at the back of the tree there is potentially more people, and also the painting.
Yes, she said that if you go to the next room, to the north, that has a circular room with a staircase where there might be 2 more kids or so. They saw their friends go up there. From that room, there's a hallway that goes into another similar circular room, and that room would have a number of paintings in it.
Staircase, circular room, hallway, circular room. All right.
You wouldn't happen to have any anything to help us get through here, would you? Keys or whatnot?
Nope. Can we go now?
Yes, you may go. Go ahead.
Also, do you really think we have to worry about keys? If anything, it's magic locks.
That's true.
And
So-
even if we do have to worry about keys, don't worry about it.
The kids
Sneaking.
want to know where to go. Like, where should the kids go?
There's a giant walking tree house.
Go to Will's place.
Find
Okay.
I'm
Find
the
the
giant
walking-
tree ant with a house on it.
Yes, find the tree with a house on it and join the kids there.
Wait. Weren't they hiding somewhere to pick people up when we made this plan?
We'll say there's someone around to meet them. That's fine.
Yeah.
They'll get met outside the bridge somewhere. We'll go with that. Burp, they're gone. So you still hear the screaming in the garden is still certainly going on. So are you going to go across?
Yes, we are going to go across, but keep our heads low as to not be seen by the goblins across the way.
Yeah, let's sneak under the windowsills and shit.
That's fine. Again, as you go, you see some of the doll heads kind of follow you.
Can I do a perception check since you keep bringing this up?
Sure, you can make a perception check. Go for it.
Because you mentioned this twice, which makes me think it's important.
15? No. You don't see anything.
Beekeeper, come in here.
Yoink.
And let's close the door behind us. So,
Great things we just left.
mhm.
I mean, she can check here easily enough, but okay.
Actually, no. We should leave the door open so she just thinks that the kids left or something. Oh no, actually, we should keep it closed.
Yeah, we don't want her to think the king's left at all, hopefully.
We don't want her to think that we were involved. Also, maybe she can think they're upstairs or something. Yeah. Deeper in circle.
Right.
So we were supposed to go
Okay.
upstairs from here, right?
Yep, so
Mhm.
this room has 10 brightly painted structures resembling little wooden houses lining the walls of this room. Each small house has a 3-foot high hinged door. 4 of the doors are open. The other 6 are closed. A narrow staircase ascends the circular wall. Near the foot of the stairs is a painted wooden box, 3 feet on a side. A crank protrudes from one side of it, causing to resemble an oversized jack-in-the-box.
Hey, wasn't this box in the other room?
Yes.
A very similar one.
Maybe they connect somehow?
I wouldn't test it.
I wouldn't test it. They could also end up being an alarm system of some sort.
That would make sense. 'Cause
probably.
the Jack in a Box, yeah.
You have these screaming scarecrows, so do not try to set off the thing that we know should make noise. If anything, that are
Fair.
jack-in-boxes are their silent alarm.
Mm-hmm. So we're going upstairs, yes.
Okay.
What's this door here?
You can open it up and find out.
The kids didn't say anything about this door. They said they were upstairs.
And they say they're at the back of the treehouse.
There's another set of kids in the back of the treehouse.
Yeah, but they're up. The first set is upstairs, right?
Our painting is also upstairs.
All right, let's go upstairs then.
Oh no, well, I mean, they did say it was through this door. I'm sorry. I
Oh,
misheard
through this
what you
door.
said. Yep.
Okay.
Where are we going?
Up
This
the
way.
stairs.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We going.
So let me read.
Oh,
So-
hey, more
Oh, more kiddos.
More heat miser.
what?
More heat misers.
I mean, they do kind of look heat misery, I guess.
Were you gonna
There
read
you go.
something?
I was sorry. Thunderhead cries a scratchy voice as you enter this cluttered chamber. Those tatty sleeves wouldn't serve as socks for a chicken. Start again. You see a plump halfling boy and a young, fluffy bugbear sit at workbenches, watched over by a living child-sized doll with buttons for eyes. A animated carpet prances around the children. Oops, I've got to put him there. Who it pays no attention. The sewing room contains rolls of fabric, bobbins of thread, knitting needles, and pincushions. So, there are 2 children working here, and there's also a dancing rug and a living doll.
There.
And the living doll looks at you and says, "What? Why are you trespassing here? What are you doing in this room?"
Huh.
Well, we were meeting with Granny, and we had become impatient because she had left, and so we were coming back to see what was going on.
All right, do a deception check.
All right,
You better have good deception.
I have decent charisma.
You do have decent charisma.
So it says, "Well, I'm sure Granny doesn't want you back here. She'll be back shortly. You heard the alarm. She'll take care of it and probably be back here in a few minutes. Don't be bothering our work."
All right. Let's just leave these guys alone for the moment.
So, wait, do we want to go back in there
Later.
later? Why later?
Let's just get. Let's at least get.
No.
Let's.
We don't want to push this guy any further, guys. We should
Yeah, let's go.
I mean, but
no, it's not. Yeah, let's go. Let's
But
leave for now.
we're gonna have to come back, and we wanna we have multiple things to do in the back, so it'd probably be best to finish this up, so that way, if if such an opportunity presented itself, we could leave in the back.
I guess, but what are we gonna do with those two? So
I
what's with these
suppo-
houses?
I don't know, but we
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 definitely don't have
may
time for
need
that.
to fight
Can I,
them.
like, investigate the houses real quick? Because nothing is ever simple in here.
Sure, you can investigate in a second. So, are you going to close the door to these guys, or?
Oh, yeah, we did.
The
That's
door
why
is
I closed the
closed for
door.
now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
We were discussing whether we should go back in or whether we should
Save it for later.
save it for later. Yeah.
And I wanted to investigate the houses.
Sure. I mean, there's roll an investigation check. Sure. 20.
Non-critical.
Wow.
So are you investigating? So there's 6 houses. The only difference between the houses is 4 of them have open doors and 6 of them have closed doors.
Mm-hmm. Anything else about them
Um,
interesting, or?
Do you investigate a open door or a closed door?
I'm gonna go with a closed door.
Okay. All you can see is that it is a small, looks like a little dollhouse, living quarters,
Mhm.
and on the bed in the in the bedroom is a small soldier that's kind of like resting on the bed.
Gotcha. Why do soldiers sound familiar? Did we learn something about soldiers?
No.
We didn't? This seems too purposeful. I would like to use detect magic, but that takes too long, so I'd have to use a spell slot on it.
Okay.
What if we, like, barred the doors real quick?
You want to try and lock this door?
Like, just put, like a... Who closed the door?
I did. I thought you were going to lock it.
Oh, no. The doors on the tiny houses.
Oh, you
With
want
the
to try
tiny
and
soldiers.
bar them?
Yeah, like trap the tiny tin soldiers inside their tiny houses.
Oh shit! Hey, Dad.
What's that?
They just sent a remind that saying that to make sure that students don't miss sign up opportunities in school, they're gonna send all sign up opportunities after school now.
All right, we'll talk
What?
about it afterwards. I'm sorry. I mean, is that any different than anything else that they're doing?
I mean, it's a little better because, like, as I told you today, they sent one while I was in the dark room where I explicitly had to have my phone off. So it means like unless I'm like I'm like I don't know, actively using the bathroom or something, I should be able to see it easier and be able to time quicker. But it doesn't mean it's gonna improve the amount of things they send out yet. So it's a
All
little
right.
better.
If they're sending
Right.
that out, I might go and I mean the schools are already getting crap. That's why they're sending all this stuff out. I'll be glad to. I'll do my thing.
Okay, thanks.
Back to this. So
Yeah, sorry.
how are you gonna bar the doors of these houses? I'm sorry.
Is there, like, scrap or stuff everywhere? I don't know.
Maybe in
Or
the,
I'm
in
sure
the
I,
room
like,
you
have
came
nails
from,
or
but not
something.
necessarily in this room.
I'm sure I have some, like, nails or something in my bag for making things. I don't know. And I'll just go grab something from...
I understand your suspicions, but I think we should figure out what we should do with this door while we're still standing here.
Yeah, sure. I guess we can go fight them. But that will definitely draw us attention.
That will draw attention.
Let me see what I have real fast. Can I borrow these doors? 3 feet, right? Yeah. No, I don't think pythons would work. I do not think pythons would work, would it?
No.
Not long enough, but maybe we could drive them into the floor to act as doorstops.
Mm-hmm.
Idea?
Let's not worry about it too much. I guess we're
Alright.
fighting these guys?
I suppose. As long as we don't set off any extra alarms.
All right, so it sounds like the houses you're leaving alone,
Mhm.
and you're gonna go after these guys.
I mean, what other choice do we have at the moment?
I don't know.
We could come back, but I think that it would be a better idea to have this done since we have multiple objectives in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, are you just going? So, okay. So you're still in front of the door, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're gonna just open it and go for it.
We could try and go for like a surprise attack or something.
I guess.
Because
If
we know what's in
charge
there.
in there quickly, we could try and get a surprise round.
Seems as good a time as any.
Okay. Boop. I'll just put people in initiative order. And do a.
If
No, I'm
possible,
just gonna
guys,
say you're fine. Just open the door. I'll give you first shot.
if possible, guys, try to take out the doll first, because that seems like it's most likely to
Set off alarms.
set off an alarm of some sort.
Agreed.
right. Well, the doll got a 2
Oh, that's not
as
great.
an initiative, so
I need to roll initiative.
Thankfully, if it's surprised, it really can't do action. But
Ooh, 13, not terrible.
and beekeeper.
I roll a 11.
11.17.
all right,
To
we're
be
all going
exact,
before.
sure.
We're all going before the doll.
All right, doors open. Interfaz, you're up.
All right. What's in there? Where is this doll? Oh, just a tiny thing on the floor.
That's it.
That's kind of stupid. All right, and the rug.
I cannot see.
All
the
right.
rug.
The rug's in the. It's this thing.
Yeah, I'm sure. I just can't see it. I
All right,
I don't
that-
have the visibility for it.
That is one comically tiny doll.
And one comically large rug.
Comic. I would not say comically large rug.
Hmm.
A commonly large rug would fit the workshop room down there.
All right. So
All right.
Go get him.
We are currently trying to get this doll before it sets
Go
off any
Power
alarms.
Rangers.
Wait,
Yes.
do we get a surprise round or no?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, okay, nice. So we get to go twice before them
Yeah, well,
because of our initiative.
yeah, basically.
16.
16,
16 will absolutely hit.
Cool. Roll that. Normal. 9 piercing. Do I get sneak attack on this?
I wouldn't think so unless you've got Something.
Unless I
No,
have
because
advantage.
there's no one nearby and you don't have the other thing.
No
But
nearby, I don't have
I'm not going to
advantage.
say that children are allies. They're non-combatants. So 9. Anything else?
I mean, I would like to get away from this rug, but that's not exactly going to happen in a room this small. Nope. Okay, nothing else.
All right, and you're up.
Actually, I'll make space in the room.
Wait, I'm up?
You're the second
What?
one.
I am? Okay. I didn't have the initiative order open. I'm just gonna snipe the doll.
Go for it.
15.
15 hits.
Ooh.
2.
I mean, I'm not much of a scrapper, so
All right,
not much I can do.
fair enough. Beekeeper.
It do be me. So the goal is to kill.
Yes. The
Kill
goal
the
is
to run in and do what I do
kill
best.
the
I'm the
doll.
frontline guy, I guess.
Run and kill the tiny doll.
With your
Wait,
two-handing.
Where is it?
You went.
Wait, is it
underneath
that small
Mark's
thing?
character. Go thing.
Yes.
Yes, that small thing.
Yes.
Oh god, it really is small.
I moved Mark temporarily just to make sure you could see.
Can I hit it from here? I guess it's 5 feet. I think.
Sure.
Okay.
If you move 1 foot further, then you won't be blocking anyone else who might want to come in. I don't know what Duke's planning on
Oh
doing.
yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, if you go there, the rug is going to take a swipe. Well, the rug is surprised, so you're good. Otherwise, that would be an attack of opportunity. Go for it.
I keep feeling that I have so much stuff I can do with my guy. So before I even do any of that, I'm going to. What was it called again?
I don't know.
Favored foe. So I'm just gonna plop it on the doll, essentially.
Okay.
So now I do an extra 1d4 of damage.
Okay. I will give him some sort of something. I will give him exhaustion temporarily.
Now I'll do the first of the 2 hits.
That's very positive.
So this is attack. That hit.
12 hits.
Damage. Now I do. Oh, and hold up. Wait, it is 1d4 the first time you hit them each turn. So I don't know how to just do a 1d4.
Slash
You
R
use-
space 1d4.
Slash R space. Cool, I got 4.
All right, so you did 8 altogether.
And now I get to do hit number 2.
Yep. That's a hit.
Another 8.
Another 8.
And then I get to do.
So what
here
is
we go.
this? Oh, your swarm.
Yes.
Is that a
Another,
bonus?
another 4 from the bees.
So the let's just make sure I got all this straight in my head.
Just
So
do 20 damage.
You did
4 plus 4 plus 8 plus 4.
Yep.
16.
So you did favorite foe.
20.
And I don't know how many of those you have left, but
I have 1
when
left.
you
until,
hit a creature,
until...
you can
Wait,
mark
did we
the target.
long rest at the end of last session between then and now?
I don't know if you favored foe when you were doing the unicorn. You might have. I don't know.
According to my sheet, I had 1 left.
Okay. Okay, so favored foe is not an action or a bonus action. It's just a thing. That's all I
Correct.
was checking. Okay. So then you did an additional how much?
So I did 4 from the hit,
Right.
4 from favored foe, 8 from the next hit. 'Cause I got a nice high roll, and then another 4 from the bees. So 20 in total.
Okay. You chop the doll's head off.
Is it
it's
dead?
just dead?
It's,
God, I just demolished it.
it's just dead.
It's a doll.
Beekeeper went a little overboard.
I mean, it is also magic. That might be a problem.
When Beekeeper rolls well, he can do some serious damage. His bees don't joke around, you know.
Duke.
All right. I'm going to use glintstone stars. I mean magic missile.
What?
And so I'm gonna magic missile the rug.
Alright.
Magic missile.
It's a rug. It can choke you out.
Yeah. They are
7
known-
damage.
7. You
They
got
are
it.
known for strangulating people,
That was surprise. Top of the round.
So it's not my turn.
It is not. It is Interfez.
All right. Well, I am still right next to this rug. And unfortunately, Beekeeper is not right next to this rug.
I am not.
Nope.
Well, that sucks.
Sorry.
This rug isn't even trying to be sus. It's just being a
It's
big
literally
rug.
dancing.
It
Just
is
a dancing
it
rug.
is
It's
a
chilling.
non-sus rug.
Well, it
Not-
was dancing around. Maybe it stopped dancing.
Probably has now.
It probably has by now. I'm still going to stab the rug.
The rug's just over there. Discord dancing. Discord. Good heavens. Fortnite
Whatever.
dancing its heart out.
What? Dirty 20 hits.
Dirty 20 hits. Damage 6.
It's a rug. It's not hard to hit.
It is a pretty big
Oops.
rug.
Whoop. Did something weird there.
Oh, do you not get? Oh, I guess you don't.
He doesn't because Beekeeper isn't next to him. He moved to the side and no one else moved in. He moved to the side to let someone else moved in and no one else moved in. So. And Arnie, you're up.
Gotcha. I am up. I'll let you take a wild guess at what I am up to.
Shooting
I'm sure it's
another
gonna
bow
be
for hopefully more than
yeah.
2 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand right here, I guess. And just like to y'all ever play Left 4 Dead?
Oh no.
Just
Nope.
do that quick I can't believe it. Just do a quick take a knee so like Shaylar can see over my head while I shoot, and then also shoot the rug.
All right, shoot the rug.
Ah man, that hits. How? How are my damage rolls so bad? Why can't I be a warlock and get
One.
bad?
Oh my
One.
god. Oh
I was
my
thinking about using my
God.
crossbow so I would get dex mod on my damage, and I'm like, it won't be that bad again. And clearly, I made a critical mistake. And
You
thinking
shoot
that
at the
things
rug and it like knocks off a few strands of the tassel.
I really hit it.
That's okay. Beekeeper, you are up.
I do seem to be. So I'm gonna do exactly what I did last time with this without favorite foe because I don't have that now. But you know what I can do, all right.
I don't
Oh,
know.
you know what I can do.
What can you do?
What can you do?
I can cast Hunter's Mark, which is a bonus action.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna do that. Where is my spellbook? Hunter's Mark. Cast spell.
Okay.
Now, I don't believe... I can double check, and I will double check, in fact, but I don't believe my two-handed thing is a bonus action to hit it twice.
Wait, say
No,
what?
it is. The 2-weapon fighting is a bonus action.
I disagree. I'm going to check that.
Well, you're 2-weapon fighting, so yes, you got to use. Well, it depends on your feat, but generally speaking, you attack with one hand as your action and your offhand as your bonus action. And Hunter's
you
Mark
find me
is
that?
your bonus action.
'Cause I don't know where to find that. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want to see it in writing, I guess.
Sure. So if you look in your
I swear in
character
the past
sheet,
I remember just doing
if
it
you
once.
look on your character sheet
Yeah, sorry.
on D&D Beyond,
Yeah.
and if you look under your actions,
Yes.
and if you scroll down, it says
Yeah.
bonus actions, actions in combat, 2-weapon fighting.
You are correct. It does say that. Thank you.
No worries.
So I'm still going to do the spell thing because it would be helpful if it doesn't die quick enough, I guess.
Right. You did a bonus action with your Hunter's Mark. So you got your normal action left.
Yes, I can still... Wait, I just want to make sure. I actually don't know. What do bees count as? Bees are not under bonus actions. What do bees count as?
Where's your bees? Under features?
Bees are other.
What is bees? What is bees? Gathered
Okay.
swarm.
According to
On
this,
each
it just
of your
kind of
turns,
happens.
I'm just reading it. On each of
Yeah.
once on each of your turns, you can cause the swarm to assist you in the following ways. Immediately after you hit a creature with an attack.
So it just kind of happens.
It just kind of happens. You have to hit the thing in order for it to happen.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna attack once with the hunter's mark and the bees.
All right, attack away.
So smack, please hit. Everything's riding on this actually hitting. That hits, right?
That does hit. Yep.
It's a rug.
So first, here's the normal damage. It's 6 damage, plus the hunter's mark damage is another 6. That's 12, and then plus the bee damage, which will be
The bee damage.
5. So 5 plus 17 damage. I did only 3 less damage. I did a whole less hit. I vote pretty
Okay.
good.
We'll say the rug is critical.
Dude, Beekeeper kicks ass at close range.
How much damage was it?
17. I
Oh,
had 20 last round.
The Duke is up.
Because I get to attack. Because on an ideally, I think the max damage I can do is if I both give someone favored foe and hunter's mark on a turn. I can do 2 attacks, the hunter's mark
You
damage,
can't do
the favored foe
and
damage, and
hunter's
bee
mark.
damage.
Favored foe. You have to concentrate on it as if you're concentrating on spell.
I can use both.
They're both concentration, right?
I don't.
Hunter's mark
think
is
You
so.
not
can't
concentration.
cast 2 spells in a turn anyway unless one is a cantrip.
That's also true.
All right. Just chill touch.
Okay.
Boop. I love the comparison. Like I'm like, okay,
Oh, no.
so I'm putting on an extra mark. I'm hitting them with multiple attacks. I'm using bees on them. Mark's just like, I'm gonna cast chill touch.
I missed.
Well, we're kind of magic
think.
babies. Yeah, I'm
Unless-
pretty sure.
Unless it's
9
like an
is-
ooze, but I think it's more dexterous than an
Beekeeper
ooze.
out here spinning more than a Bloodborne boss, and you just throw a spell at him.
All right. Well,
Beekeeper is just Murgos.
Yeah, Beekeeper is Murgo's wet nurse.
you got it. I should have put on some combat music. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that, and then I decided that it wasn't worth the effort.
I mean,
I'm
it's
gonna-
gonna get one attack. It's gonna get one attack off, and then it's gonna die.
I'm gonna go get a drink real quick. I'm gonna get some more tea.
The rug is going to try and smother Beekeeper because it did so much damage.
Oh, I'll stay around for the damage then. Why did I
attack-
do too much damage to him?
Yeah, you made
He's
it
mad at
mad.
me.
11.
11.
That doesn't hit. There's no way that hits. Wait, let me go check. What
That does not hit.
Beekeeper's
I have
AC
AC 14.
is.
AC 14, that does not hit.
So, so that's fine. It misses. So at the bottom of the stairs, Duke, you see little tin soldiers kind of open up the doors to the 6 houses, and they kind of expand a bit, so like maybe about 3 foot tall. Burp.
What? How did they?
Clearly, you haven't been studying magic seriously enough.
Yes, but we defeated the alarm person.
You made a lot of noise.
You are very noisy in murdering him. Also, the rug's still here.
We weren't especially noisy.
Man, you know what'd be really useful right now?
Okay, I'm gonna go get some drink. I'll be
I'm
back.
gonna move real quick so I can open up my
I'll be back.
character's
Okay,
sheet.
Dad. We have some tea.
Yeah, go ahead.
There we go. Now my character sheet's open because I was under the door.
All right, so this soldier is going to walk up
Man,
the steps.
It'd be really nice if I could, like, magically heat metal right about now. Wouldn't that be handy?
He'll take a swipe at the Duke. Let's do this. Boop. So since we've got different music, this is just got to stop. Boink. Let's see, which one do you like? I've got a whole bunch of them. Let's go with, I think you guys like this one. Was that the Celtic one? No, not the Celtic one. I'm sorry. Do that one. All right.
That
He
kinda slaps.
does. Boop. He's going to do 2 attacks on the Duke. A 10 and an 11.
The 11 hits me.
Does it really?
Oh, wait, no, it doesn't, because I got the thing.
You got the thing? What is the thing?
The cloak from before.
Oh, that's right. You got that cloak. So
So I haven't clicked on things, but it should be on now, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So is it not on your character sheet, or you have to update it? Let me see. Because your armor class still says 11 in your character sheet. Oh, you didn't. Here you go. You didn't click it.
When I click it on roll 20, it
Back.
doesn't update the armor class.
Well, I gotta click it there, and then you gotta click it there, and then it will, because you gotta attune to it. Refresh
Oh,
your
okay.
screen, and you'll see it now.
I had to refresh what D&D Beyond.
Well, yeah, and I'll refresh your character sheet if you want. Hold on. Boop.
Oh, okay. I need to click attune. I see it. Okay,
Yeah, you
there we
had to
go.
attune to it. Give me 1 second. I'm ripping it down from D&D Beyond for your thing.
Okay, so then it just they barely miss me.
That's right. Good thing you got that. Come on, Dookie. Finish up. There you go. Now you're 12. All right, Interfez, you're up.
Still got this rug, and we got a bunch of
Oops.
toys coming after us.
Mm-hmm. We
That
should
is
really
correct.
kill these things like
You're
lickety
not
split.
our friend.
You're a crook.
Crook.
Wait, why did the living doll have 4 levels of exhaustion?
Oh, that was to remind me that you guys did something to him. Oh, he was marked. That's where it was.
Cool. He's getting stabbed. The rug is getting stabbed.
Stab the rug.
Rug is
15.
totally dead.
Yeah, the
Quick
rug
tell
is
us
the
that.
rug is dead, but I'm more than happy to hear your damage.
Alright, the rug is dead. I will do
Sneak attack.
6 damage. The rug is dead, and because there appears to be a lot of things heading our way... Shit, are they constructs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn it.
Wait, does
Something's got
Wells from the
construct
Grave not
levels.
work on constructs?
I'm just afraid that necrotic damage won't work on constructs.
I think it does.
It usually does. Necrotic is like making
Decay.
things like decay and corrode. Usually, like psychic doesn't work on constructs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
right.
because they got
alright.
no brains.
I'm gonna try it anyway.
Okay.
D-
And what's the damage?
Yes. The damage will be 1 necrotic because I'm bad at rolling.
Okay.
Lol.
On who?
Uh,
The one by.
yeah, the
Duke
one
or-
by Duke.
He'll take the 1 damage.
He will take 1 damage.
And Arnie, you're up.
I want to use Tasha's Caustic Brew because for once we're fighting multiple creatures and they're not in a line, and I hate it. Like I have 1 attacking spell,
Well, they're in a line depending on which way you're pointing. That's not from
kind
your
of, but like I
perspective.
can't draw a good line through them. Like the best I can do is this, and yeah, and I have to get like all the way over there. Then I gotta stand like here. So like that's like a whole mess that I guess technically I could do. Like I can like close the door, of course, because I'm on the stairs. Like I have to like jump off the like the stairs to avoid getting opportunity attacked, and then move over here or whatever. But that it's like that's 10, and then this is another 20. Yeah, like so I could make it, I think. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna take myself and just jump off the balcony to try and avoid this dude, because I assume he can't really reach if I jump off the stairs.
Oh,
Is
you
that
want to
allowed?
kind of. You
Just like leap, Just jump over the railing.
I'll let you go to the one side of Anardi and jump off. It's not a 10-foot height, so you can just kind of fault it, we'll say. If you're going to
Gotcha.
go from the top, then it might be, but not from where you're at. I'll say it's like
Okay.
5 foot or something.
Okay. Well, I'm not. The system won't allow me to move there, so I'll just move the long way. So then I jump off here, and then I'm gonna run over here and get these. This line, whatever this is. Gonna make that line. Where's my thing?
So
Of
you
course.
jumped over, so that's 10. How far can you move? 10.
30. Also, the line is not cooperating.
So from here, right, if I go... If I say... Well, why can't I do that? Oh, I'm using the wrong one. Boom.
Why did you lock the
boom.
door?
I'm
Well.
trying to draw a line. So there. All right. Yeah. All right. I'll say it's okay. If only just to allow you to do your thing.
Yeah. There's a line there. I swear.
Okay.
I'm just stealing. I'm just removing the other one. Because
All right. So what are you casting?
I'm casting Tasha's Caustic Brew.
All right. So you're gonna go with a stream of acid, 5 foot wide. Each one to make a dexterity save or to take acid damage, right?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds sexy.
Mm-hmm.
So dex save, right?
Yeah. Dex saver takes 2d4 acid damage at the start of its turn.
So from the one closest to you to the one farthest. That's
DC
a
14.
fail. That's a
2.
fail. That's a fail.
Fail.
That's a fail.
Wow, they were rolling. I'm glad everyone's rolling poorly today. It's not just us.
Give me some damage, please.
Okie doke. Yeah.
2d4.
If you do 2 damage, I'm gonna laugh.
It's 2d4 at the start of each of their turns.
Gotcha. So I'll flag
So-
them as acidic.
Gotcha.
I'll go with poison because I got not unconscious poison. There we go. Poison. Poison is close enough.
What's the poison?
At the start of their turns, right?
At the start of their turn, they take 2d4 acid damage, and they can take an action to scrape it off.
Okay.
Or another creature can.
Beekeeper, you're
Or
up.
1 minute, or until I lose concentration, yada yada yada, whatever, as if I'd lose concentration.
And I don't think you're concentrating anymore, right, Beekeeper?
Not anymore. No.
Okay. All right, you're up. What do you want to do?
I mean, the door is being kind of blocked, isn't it?
What? How so?
You can move to the door's entrance and go there.
I guess I can attack diagonally from here.
Go ahead.
All right. No hunter's mark, no favored foe. I am sad, but these guys don't seem nearly as nasty, so it's probably fine. Yeah, we're just gonna do some smacking.
Smack him.
Burp. Oh, that's a
Nice.
crit.
It is.
Please roll good damage. 8, I'll take it. Here is the second hit.
Well, is there any other? What about your B bonus?
B is... Isn't it once per round?
I think it's once per turn.
Once per turn. So I was at the end.
Well, it's the first one you hit. I think it says on your character sheet, doesn't it?
Yeah, but like, just do all the damage.
No, it does say immediately after you hit, but does it really matter?
If you wanted to double your hit, then you can.
Yeah,
the die
true, you
roll
do
is part
crit
of your
on the
hit.
B damage.
So
yeah.
if you want to crit your B damage, you can. If you don't want to,
Oh.
then you don't have to.
So it will automatically crit if I use the B's first?
When you
Yeah,
hit
if
on a critical roll, any dice that you spun for that damage on that hit is doubled.
Oh, sure, why not?
So your
that's
B
12
damage
plus
is
8,
double.
that's 20 right there then.
Okay.
Plus here's this one, for the other sword. Is it 10 hit?
No.
Still 20 damage. I'll take it.
Holy shit,
Alright.
20 damage. That's pretty good.
The last two
still
times I've done
standing.
20, 17, and 20. Beekeeper is a monster at close range.
I can tell.
The one by Duke is pretty damn beat up.
Mm.
All right,
Oh,
it's
he's
Tin
not dead.
Soldier's turn. Can I have some damage, please?
Absolutely. You get 3.
3 it is.
Oh, that one.
Yes. So, how far do these guys go? Yep. So that's 10. He's gonna go hit Inari
Mm.
because he's pretty much the only one kind of down here.
No.
8, 21,
Yes, sadly.
3 damage.
Woe is me. Ouch, that hurt. Very rude of you.
And it will probably ping you for a concentration check.
Oh yeah, I do have to make a concentration check. No, I succeed.
Why is that?
I have the most broken magic item ever, the Mine Sharpener. So I can just choose to not fail a concentration check
And you can
Up to-
do that how many times?
Up- 4 times a day.
4 times a day?
Yeah,
4
it
times a day?
Wow.
It really shouldn't be this good, but like, obviously I have to take it, and I haven't gotten to use it yet.
What item is this?
It's called the Mine Sharpener.
Where is that? Oh, okay.
Whenever the creature fails a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration on a spell, it can use its reaction to succeed instead, expending 1 charge.
All right.
And I have 4.
You get 1d4 back per turn.
Per rest.
Per day, excuse me.
Yeah, per day.
So you won't necessarily get them all back.
Yes.
Okay.
So long as I just get to
Fair enough.
pass.
Duke, you're up.
You thought I failed, but instead
Well, this
I
is
succeeded.
awkward. I haven't taken that many area spells. I have 1 area spell, and that's also the spell I want to save for like healing purposes.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, well, sometimes we have to improvise, I suppose.
Is this where
So-
you cast Fireball?
I'm not level 5.
I'm not level 5.
Plus, I'm probably not taking. I'm not sure. If I'm
20
even
foot
gonna
radius room.
Not even sure if I'm gonna take Fireball level 5 because necromancy spells.
Have you considered that this room has a 20-foot radius?
That's kind of why I said it, but go on.
Everything is
I
fireball.
think Wither and Bloom has a 10-foot radius. Yeah.
Plus, you can just exclude your allies. You
Oh,
there's
yeah, that's
a
right.
circle tool. There's a tool that just lets you draw circles in the second part.
You
So
know,
what
but
So what
But
are you
Matt-
doing?
circles are squares.
What do you mean circles are squares? Circles
This
are
is-
circles.
This is 5e. Circles are squares.
Well, there's also a square tool. I'm pretty sure.
Um,
Yeah, there is also a rectangle template.
Yeah, I'm only gonna get 5 of them. Okay. I'm using Wither and Bloom.
Okay. So cast away. More necrotic damage. Where do you want to put it? Doesn't it give you the option to place a template?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's giving me the option right now.
Okay.
Y'all are gonna be so mad at 5th level.
So those 5 dudes are taking damage.
Why?
Well,
Okay.
I'm
So
the
lots of
GM will
constitutions.
not.
1, 2, 3. All of them. You got it. This
I-
is a con save, right?
Well, I mean, you guys won't be mad.
I'll
but
start
Yeah.
from the northernmost guy. So
At
1,
5th level, I get 2nd level spells.
That fails.
2,
That fails.
3,
That succeeds.
4,
That fails.
5.
That fails.
Give me damage.
At 5th level, I get 2nd level spells, which means I get to take my favorite spell, Heat Metal.
So they take 8 damage except for the one that failed.
Passed, but yes.
Yeah, they have the one that passed.
Uh,
Takes 4.
And is there anything else that happens to them besides the damage?
No, because no one
Um,
else is in the circle.
Nope.
No other creature. Okay.
I can use it to heal people, but no one's in the circle and nobody needs to be healed, really.
Ah, yeah, you could heal with it. That's what the deal is, but there's no one needs to be healed. Okay, cool. So they all take 8 except for the one in the middle. You got it.
At the 5th level, I get to take Heat Metal.
Alright, and then
At 5th level, I get.
there is a
You should-
man
you should just
standing
think
in
about that
front
edge.
of my face, and I ideally would like him to not be there.
Do you have anything left you can do about it?
I could Misty Step, but it's not worth it, so I'll just wait.
You already cast a level spell, so.
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't
that's
do that
right.
anyway.
What he
Yeah,
said.
the stupid ass like leveled spells. I think that rule is dumb as fuck.
Well,
Bonus action. The spells are spells that use reactions and bonus actions are rare enough.
Let me see. So.
Oh, wait,
blah,
isn't
blah, blah.
it per turn? So you can do reaction spells and and
Yeah,
Oh,
action
okay.
spells, I
You
think.
can do leveled reactions.
Right.
Okay. Well, anyways, like freaking bonus actions. Like, how many spells are a bonus action? Like
My dude.
like
Half a
like
month's
healing word.
damage.
What do you mean cantrips? There's no such thing as a bonus action cantrip. I've never.
No,
fucking
it's so
seen
you
one.
cast a cantrip on your action.
All right. The Rhythm and Bloom doesn't stay up, right? It's just a temporary thing.
Yeah,
correct?
it's just a temporary thing.
All right,
Just
so burp, we'll get rid of that, and burp, get rid of that. All right.
Gotcha.
Are you done then, sir?
I think I will be.
All right. I
The
gotta
alternative is taking an opportunity attack, and I'd rather not.
get 10, 20. I guess he's going for an Ari because he can't get the Duke in time. Too much on the staircase, and there's no room for him.
Why does everyone have to attack me? Wait, has everyone been taking their acid damage?
He does not have acid damage.
Didn't someone else go?
Not
Next
yet.
season.
They're all coming.
Oh, okay. Oh. I mean, That's the
18
oh god fucking damn it.
and 17.
Damn it. How much?
6
Oh,
and
crap,
7.
Ugh.
And you can take 2 concentration checks.
Yeah, I know, and now I can't just pass them because I already used my reaction. Oh, wait! You didn't give me concentration back.
Oh, I'm sorry. Boop. Boop. Boop.
I'm sorry, I need to reset that to 20.
You
Then
can,
I
you can
have to
still
take
do your thing.
-6. No, no, would you like to function?
Is using your item a reaction?
Yeah, that's my reaction.
Ah, okay, cool.
So I can't do it again, sadly.
So you gotta do.
Why? Excuse me?
You gotta spend
I-
2 10s or higher.
Yeah, I'll just do it manually. It's 20 minus 13 is 7. Yeah.
There you go.
Now it works. Well, doesn't matter, because now none of them take acid damage. Because I was like, oh, let's be cool. Like, here's the thing, and I can show off. I have a cool thing. No! That's 7 health, and gonna freaking die. That's what I get for trying to be cool.
Yeah, I will say, Mark, I did look up bonus action spells, and there are exactly 42 of them.
That's
There's
a lot.
42 of them? Really?
There
How
are
many of them are 3rd level or lower?
How many of them are 3rd level or lower?
This guy's
The
gonna go
vast
there.
majority.
Okay.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of them are 3rd level or lower, and 2 of those are cantrips.
2 more on Inari.
So there are 28 less than 3rd
This is
level.
what I get. This is
Well,
what
you
I get
did-
for trying to cast a
you
cool
did
spell.
You did rush and attack
I was
them
like,
all.
oh, I want to try and do something cool, and then I instantly die.
It was cool.
No, it
5.
wasn't. I did like 3 damage to someone. That's it. Like, oh man, this will be
You hit
so
4
rad.
of them.
I'm down.
All right, he's down.
Burp.
She.
She's down.
Does it not do like initial damage?
Nope. I didn't think that'd be much of a concern. I stand corrected.
All right, the one by Mark is. He's gonna go after Beekeeper because Beekeeper beat the living crap out of him.
Yeah. Deserved it too. Yeah, it doesn't hit.
Yeah.
He
yeah,
cannot
that's
hit
what I did.
Beekeeper.
Why?
All right, Interfez, you're up.
All right, let's.
These kids are like, what the heck's going on?
All right, that's check movement, 10 feet. Oh boy, they are all there.
They're all right in the line.
Man,
Man,
That's
if only we had a spell that was an area of effect line spell. Wouldn't that be great?
line spells are probably rarer than bonus action spells.
You want to find out? Let's find out. It's 34, right? It's 42, right?
42 bonus actions.
42 bonus action spells. Let's check how many line spells there are.
What is Lightning Bolt? That's the obvious one.
Yeah, that's the obvious one.
Interfez, you're up.
7! There's 7 line spells.
There's 7 line spells. Got to be kidding me.
A lot of them are lightning, probably, because a lot of other ones are cone.
Yeah, lots of cones.
Asignar Scorcher, Gravity Fissure, Gust of Wind, Investiture of Flame, Lightning Bolt, Sunbeam, and Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Those are all the lines.
That's it.
Impressive. Well, I don't.
Don't you love it when the healer charges straight in and immediately dies? Because I'm sure I'm that stupid.
Yeah, where's... Okay, where's the smart thing to do here?
Not be me. You know, I'm really playing my character really well. I charged in, didn't think about anything at all, and immediately died. I played
Alright.
my character perfectly.
Yeah, I'm like, the smart thing to do would be hang that, because originally I was planning to just rush in as well. Unfortunately, did not have the time to.
Unfortunately, I beat you to it.
Great question.
Well, they're all damaged. The one that's hurt the most is the one in front of the Duke.
Yeah, you might want to just murder that one.
Yeah, I will shoot that one. Not to get in people's way.
Okay, well, I'll say the children are like, oh shit, and they're like all the way in the corner.
Oh, okay.
So they'll be out of your way. But yeah, I mean, you still get your sneak attack damage on him
Yeah,
because you
'cause-
have bad guys there, right?
Yeah, they do.
Shaylar.
They
No,
are
I'll wait to make my
heavily
decision.
armored, so they're not the easiest to smack.
Alright. 15.
No, does not hit. This bounces off the armor.
Darn. Oh, that sucks. I will hang... Wait. I will hang back here to not block the door.
Oh, what the heck?
Inari, I need a death save.
Ah, well, at least I can succeed at something.
Good job.
Thanks.
All right,
I'm
Beekeeper.
gonna go to the bathroom.
All right.
Bitter
I still
about
smack the
life.
same one. Because he's
Go
still
right
right
ahead.
there.
That he is. I'm gonna get rid of some of these things.
Trash
22
him.
hits.
6 damage.
And your
Plus the bees.
The 6 damage is enough. You can take him out.
So another 5 damage from the bees.
He's dead.
And then I'm going to attack again.
22,
And that's...
you got to move down in front of Duke, which I'm sure he'll be happy about.
Oh, yeah. Boop. I do 4 damage to
Yay.
him.
I want Beekeeper just to walk down the steps and just take him out one at a time.
That's what he's about to do. Beeper is a very He's a jovial man, but he's also quite powerful.
Beeper.
Beeper.
Ebert.
Beeper.
The tin soldiers are pretty stupid. They really can't do too much, and I'll say that Beekeeper has the high ground, so he can't really go and attack him from the side. So the soldiers are just going to kind of hang here for a second.
Oh.
They're not smart enough
Beeper.
to just beat Inari to a pulp. I'm not going to... You know, if they were constructs, then maybe Inari might be in deep crap. But when you have an intelligence of 1 and a wisdom of 3, they're not going to take you out.
Ooh, they're immune to cringe damage.
Duke, you're up.
They have an intelligence of 1?
Whoa, they're immune to cringe damage.
I guess I'll use Wither and Bloom again, because for some reason everyone feels like dying.
That'd be
And for
good.
some reason the wizard is the party healer.
Of course, you could give Inari points back, but he might go right back down.
That's worth it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
He's not making death saves then.
true.
So yeah,
Alright.
they all have to make con saves.
Con saves. Con saves they can do sometimes.
So the one
One.
time they didn't.
2,
That's 1.
3,
Oh, that one made it.
4,
Holy shit.
That one made it.
5.
Damn, that sucks.
All right, so 4 of them made it. They still get damage, so give me a spin. I'll say the one closest to Beekeep is the one who failed. So 5.
Yeah.
And how much does Inari get back?
1 hit die plus my modifier.
Your hit die or his hit die?
I believe his hit die. Yeah.
What is your spell?
So that's probably-
It's a one creature of choice in an area can spend and roll one of its unspent hit die. Hey, Inari,
Yes.
what's your modifier, Duke?
It's +3, I believe, unless I have something
And he
else.
is an artificer. That's a D8, right?
correct. That's a D8.
1
A wacky dice number.
plus.
Mm.
Where's your?
Yeah,
What was
we
your
know
thing
if it-
again, Duke?
Oh, it's +4 actually, because I leveled up. That's right.
All right. All right. He's got 5 hit points.
Oh, come on. That's 1.
Osmond
on.
again. All right.
What? How did I get 5 hit points?
Mark gave him back to you.
Oh, thank God. How did I roll 5 twice?
Wow.
All right. I'll give you 6.
Wow.
I'll say you spun a 2. There.
What?
Never mind.
Okay.
Mark was guilting me and giving you more hit points back.
Can he? Yeah, you're gonna roll for Matt and then give him a 1.
He's gonna
Hey,
die
I would roll
anyway.
a 1 too. I thankfully didn't die, and fun fact, I can also heal myself.
Yeah, but now you're surrounded by all these tin soldiers who's got no one else to hit but you.
True. But have you considered I have the ability to bonus action move while also being disengaged for it?
Off your turn?
I can not off my turn.
Oh,
but
reaction?
bonus action, I can move. I can do a
Oh,
disengage
you're not gonna
jump.
make it that far.
When is it? Oh yeah, no, you're right. I'm fucked.
This is when you need like a sanctuary spell or something.
Yeah.
14?
Do they know that
is my
Inari
AC.
is not?
Yeah, do they know that I'm up? Do they? Maybe they just think I'm. Can I roll
Okay,
like?
so what are you gonna do? Are you gonna stay prone and just kind of fake
Yeah,
it?
can I just kind of stay prone and act like an unconscious body?
Make a. Will they notice? That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, that's the question. If I just lay here on the floor and act like I'm still unconscious, will they notice?
Deception? Question mark.
Yeah, deception? Question mark.
All right. I'm gonna have them make perception checks.
With their wisdom
Against
of 3.
So
Three
there's
perception?
3 of them there. 3 perception checks. Let's see if any of them notice. I'll give them.
Yeah, but what do I roll?
You don't roll anything. I'll
Okay.
say. Okay, I made something up. So we'll just do 3 of them. So I'll say you need like maybe a 13. We'll make it kind of halfway in between. So 1.
Yeah.
They got a wisdom of 3. They're not very perceptive. 2. 3. So I'm gonna say, let's see, where's he at? That's this guy here. All right. So they don't notice. So he doesn't. Where is he? Go back for a second. Boop. Who are you?
Who am I?
No, I'm trying to find out.
I would assume it's this one at the end.
I'm trying to find out which dude this is. Okay, so he didn't notice. This
That's the
guy,
guy.
the next one here, he's going to attack Beekeeper. So let me do Beekeeper stuff.
Gotcha.
All right. I hit on Beekeeper. What's Beekeeper's AC?
14.
All right, 2 hits.
Oh man.
You take 4 plus.
Wait, is that synced up with my D&D Beyond?
Well, I'm sorry. Do it. Please do it in Foundry.
Okay. I'm still not as to Foundry.
So you take 10 altogether.
Okay. Do I click in the little small box next to him when I click on him?
Just click on the small box and type in -10. There you go.
There you go. That's smacked.
All right. All right, so this one happens to notice that Inari is bleeding a bit less and in his limited intelligence tries to smack him.
Ah, great.
A 19 and a 23. I'm sorry. All right,
Nope,
you're down
I'm back
again.
down. Oh, but he can still attack again, so I get a free. I get a negative death save.
No, when you fall, he's just gonna say forget it.
Okay.
He's
Thank
not that
you.
smart. I'm not that mean. You're level 4. I know you guys are squishy. We're good. If they were smarter, you'd be in trouble. But they're
They're
dumb as
stupid.
rocks.
Or you could say they're dumb as steel.
You're up, Interface.
Dumb as a box of rocks. Alright.
That was a
You know what
box
would be
of rocks.
really nice right now, actually?
What,
An
Matt?
entrant that I never thought would be useful? Spare the dying, so I'm not actually conscious.
That would actually be useful. Unfortunately,
Was-
no one here playing Death Domain Cleric.
Fortunately, no one here is stupid. Also, it's touch range, so it doesn't matter.
That's why I said nobody's playing a Death Domain Cleric, because then
That's
it would
the only
actually...
reason you would take it.
All right, Interface,
Also-
if you want to like leapfrog and
That
get
was
over
actually
there,
the point.
you can.
Alright.
Otherwise, there's a bunch of people in your way. You really can't get on the steps.
Alright.
You have to go off the steps and do what Inari did, which
Alright.
at your own
I-
risk.
Did not work out last time. Hot tip, don't do that.
Hot tip, I'm
don't
gonna
be
do
the character
that.
with a wisdom score 8.
You can
Huh.
you can arrow the one in front of Beekeeper if you want.
Hot tip, I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Actually, no, arrowing the one in front of Beekeeper would probably be a good idea first. We will arrow the
Wait,
one...
no! It went back around. Actually, no. They attacked twice, so it doesn't matter. I would still be unconscious. I was about to be like, wait a second, I have the shield spell, and then I remembered. It doesn't matter. He still hit me twice.
Well,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah.
what's your armor class?
It's 14. Oh, it doesn't matter, because the one attack misses, but the one still hits, and I still die from it, probably.
Fair enough.
Unless he rolls, like, complete garbage, I'm sure I still die.
Yeah, so... I will arrow the one in front of Beekeeper first.
Go for it.
That was worse than last time.
Sorry.
Great. Now I'm gonna do what Inari did and hopefully not perish.
Yeah, I told you, don't listen to the...
I have enough disengage actions.
All
I
right,
sure
Inari,
hope.
Give me a death save.
Disengage.
Alright, hold on. I did not say it was...
He's not.
Alright.
He doesn't have to disengage. He's not even engaged.
I'm not
Yeah,
even
there we
engaged, but
go.
I'm saying I have enough disengage actions that were I to jump down there, which I do want to do, by the way, I might be able to get away with it.
Beekeeper, you're up.
Indeed. You know it's time for, right?
Damn it.
More smacking. Sadly, no Hunter's Mark or favorite foe. But that's fine, man. We're just gonna smack him anyway. Oop, that's damage, my bad.
That's right.
Oh my god.
Double your bees.
That's 10 plus 8, that's 18.
Okay.
And plus the other sword,
He goes down.
it misses anyway.
All right. Do you want to move forward?
Yes. Oh, that's 2 guys. Ah, I can take it. I trust my people to help me out.
Beekeeper is a machine.
He's just going. Beekeeper is like, Mark. Remember those the spinny guys?
Yeah, the spinny
Beyblades.
guys.
Yeah.
Beyblade.
This is
This guy-
Beyblading through them all.
This guy has nothing to do. Duke, you're up.
Try jumping.
Try jumping.
Jump on it.
Duke, you're up. The Duke.
Oh, it's
Duke.
me. Yes, it's me.
Because the other tin soldier is blocked from doing anything real.
I'm out of ranged attacks and healing attacks.
Don't you have cantrips?
I have more first level spell slots, but I cannot hit I can't hit all of them, nor can I heal an already anymore.
Yeah, don't worry about healing Inari. It's not worth the effort, because Inari's just gonna die again.
Yeah, I guess more magic missile probably.
Magic missile.
I would say the
Oh
one
yeah, magic missile doesn't
directly
miss.
north of Inari is the most damage.
All right.
Darts.
Is it dead?
I'm just double checking something.
How did you roll 3 times in a row?
Use D4.
I don't know. It's average.
All right.
It's average, but every time. What's that?
Wow, 9.
1 in
Not bad.
16.
He is pretty close to bloodied, but not down.
Shots.
You done, Duke?
Oh, he's not dead. Oh,
They're a little beefy.
Yeah, I guess I'm done.
All right. Let's see. So that's that one, and that one. All right. So 4 attacks on Beekeeper.
Oh boy.
Hit me.
I wouldn't push them. They're really good at murdering people.
Where's your freaking pillow when you need one?
1,
Bonk.
That's gonna
2,
bonk.
Yeah, where's
3.
FC's busted pillow when you need it?
What's your AC?
I get hit by 2 of those.
Your AC's also 14. What?
Yeah.
What?
Is that high?
Oh, because you're leather. No, I have the same AC as you.
Oh.
Well, I also have studded leather, so I have better armor than you do.
You
technically.
know whose AC
You know, you
is
are allowed to do
also
Hunter's Mark.
14?
It's a first level spell. You out of first level spells?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Also, he can heal me.
Why would I do
Okay.
Hunter's Mark?
Because it would do more damage, right?
Well, I would.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you could do Fairy Fire too and help the thief to hit you. But at any rate,
I could
That
do
would-
fairy fire if I wasn't dead.
7 plus 8's 15. 15 the Beekeeper.
Ow. Let me just, Wow, that's gonna... Ouchie.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
It's okay. I have good berry after the battle.
How
Don't worry,
much?
I have using all of my spell slots after the battle to just not be dead.
Interfez.
Interesting. Where can I go here?
Somewhere where you can murder.
There's this nice spot on the stairs right here, but can I actually reach any of them?
I mean, you can shoot them.
I can't.
I'm gonna say you're gonna have to jump down, right? Because the other guys are like a level below you, and
And they're small.
And
But, like, they're
small.
pretty short.
yeah, they're pretty short.
Yeah, they're like 3 feet tall, so.
But you can jump down and do your thing.
Alright, you know what?
We'll
Jump.
give him more targets to go after.
Jumping down it is. Oh,
Alright,
right.
we're gonna go.
The attempted token movement classes with at least one wall.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's probably. Is there a wall there? I did put
Yeah.
like a half a wall there. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Put
Oh,
you.
you have to move yourself down and
right
around.
there.
Yeah. Alright, we're good.
Yo, right.
Hello there.
The one by Inari is critical. If you can smack him, you'll take him out. He's north of it.
Which one by Inari?
The middle one, right?
The middle one. Yep.
Inari.
You can
Checking.
disengage and do whatever you want. You're a rogue.
Yeah, you get to do whatever you want because you're.
I get to do whatever I want
dead.
with my stupid movement.
with your stupid movement. Yeah.
With stupid movement TM, anything is possible, and I think one less source of damage out here would be nice, so I'm going to attempt it. I'm going to use my cunning action to disengage.
Well, you haven't worried about it yet, but you're
Get
still
over
okay.
here. Oh yeah, I haven't worried about it yet, technically.
One less
Oh yeah, what I
source.
can do is I can... Oh wait, so I jump down, move over here,
Right. That's
attempt
15
to
feet.
attempt to smack the middle guy.
Yeah. Which you
19.
successfully do,
Alright,
and he's going to be gone.
do the damage.
Yep. And then you get. Yep, he's gone.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna... Which
Oh wait,
one...
you hit a man?
Yeah, which one of these two did Beekeeper attack? The two next to Beekeeper.
I don't think he's tried to attack either one of those yet. He killed the
Alright.
guy
Yeah.
in front of him, and
Alright. I'm gonna still use Whales from the Grave.
is that your bonus? That's just a regular thingy, right?
That is immediately after you deal your sneak attack damage.
Okay, that's like the beekeeper's bees.
Mhm.
Got it.
Yes. I'm going to do that to the one between Beekeeper and Inari.
And we'll try and finish this in the next 10 minutes because I know
Yeah.
that Duke has a test tomorrow, so he's
Or-
wanting to get to bed.
4 necrotic.
All right, I'll call him bloody.
And cool. And because I did a melee attack this turn, my feat gives me the benefit of the disengage action.
Oh, you get that
Against
from your
that
feet?
creature. No, it's
What?
only against the creature you attacked.
Oh right, it's only against the creature I attacked.
I mean,
Well,
even if you use your bonus action to
I
do
can still use
disengage,
my bonus action to
you still
disengage
can
and
move an
still
extra 15
dip.
feet. You're good.
Don't worry,
Get that.
you're good.
Slick, give me a death save.
Yeah, one sec.
Spinning at 20 would be nice.
It would be nice, but we know that's not gonna happen now.
Good enough.
You made it.
Better than I was expecting. Honestly, was expecting to crit fail.
All right,
Perish.
beekeeper, what do you want to do?
Not die. Be nice.
Really?
I'm debating if I should. I could heal. I do have cure wounds,
Yes, you do.
You do.
so I might retreat and cure wounds myself for a turn real quick.
If you go one step up the steps, and only one of them can get at you at a time, like before,
Mhm.
True. So I'll do that. I'll take my turn to use cure wounds.
go for it.
Spell book. Cure wounds. Please roll good.
Hey,
Okay, that's decent.
that's a 7.
Yeah,
Much better
I'll
than
take that.
Let's do a +7, and you'll be fine.
I thought you got 10 healing.
Yeah, 10 healing.
Oh, +10 then. I'm sorry. I heard you say
Rolled a
7. I'm
7.
sorry.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I said 7 because you rolled a 7 on a
Yep.
D8.
Duke, you're up.
All right.
Come on, you bro.
Mm-hmm.
What's Inari at for death saves?
He's
2
2 to the good.
successes.
Two
2 to
good,
the good and 1 to the
Yeah.
bad.
2 to the good,
No,
and 1 to the
0
bad.
No,
bad.
0 bad.
Oh, 0 bad, right.
2 to the
That's
good,
good.
0 to the bad. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
I will probably be fine.
All right.
Hopefully. I mean, I probably won't now that I've said that, but work under the assumption that I should, hypothetically speaking, succeed.
Do any of these guys look particularly hurt?
They're all pretty even, but the one to the whatchamacallit, the one by the top bottom of the steps is the most hurt, but they're all pretty ipsy
Okay.
dipsy.
That's what I get for not being sus enough of the houses.
What do you got, Dookie?
I have magic. I have 2 more magic missiles, and I have cantrips.
You have, well, never mind.
2 more first level spells in general.
Do you want a hint? I can give you an idea.
Sure.
If you want to be a nice DM, you could put mage armor on Beekeeper.
Ah, Beekeeper's already wearing
Oh,
armor.
I can do that?
Mage
Nope,
armor is a
Beekeeper's
touch
already
spell,
wearing
not a
armor.
self spell. Is he wearing armor?
Ah.
Yep, Beekeeper's wearing leather armor.
Is he really? And he says also 14.
That's what happens when you have +3 dex.
Ah,
+3 dex with leather armor is a 14.
what's
I should
leather
know.
armor?
11 plus dex.
Oh, well, okay. Mage armor would give you a 13 plus dex. It would make him a 16.
Yeah,
It
but
would-
he has
it
to
would
put
add
off his
to.
armor first.
But the problem is you can't do it over armor.
Yeah, he's not wearing. You're right. He's not wearing armor. All right, never mind. I thought his armor class was so low. I thought he had nothing.
No. 14 is, in fact, 3 plus 3
Never
dex.
mind. Well,
in
one
leather.
good idea shot down.
Yeah. I guess I'll just chill touch on the one that's hurt the most.
Sure. Go for it.
I have a shield. I have a fucking flamethrower. I could
That
have
ain't
been
gonna
using
do
my
it.
flamethrower.
All right.
There's so many better things I could have been doing than Tasha's cauldron, but you know, here I am making bad decisions.
All right. So Beekeeper's turn. We're gonna smack Beekeeper. Only one guy can go for it, so he's gonna go
You
for it.
wish you could smack me.
That's supposed to.
Ow.
14.
Wait, who wins on 14? Attack or defender?
You got hit.
Wait, I thought
is,
defender wins on that.
14 is what you need to
Okay,
hit that person.
here's the thing.
You take
On
7.
most things, a tie means nothing changes, except for attacks where it explicitly says the attacker wins.
Okay, but I am higher on the staircase, thus I have the high ground. So,
Yeah,
If
but
only
I
he was
grabbed
named
Anakin?
Anakin. You take 7.
Yeah.
man. Okay,
Well,
well,
you're
actually,
still
7's not
alive.
that bad. I can deal with 7.
Oh yeah, you're a satyr.
This one can only attack Interfez, so that's what he's gonna do.
I'm sure he'll try.
He will probably succeed.
We shall see. 16 and an 11.
That's one hit.
Interfez takes 8.
-8.
The next tin soldier can't do anything other but go after Interfez, so
Good idea.
an 8.
Nope.
And a 20, dirty.
That's a hit.
Take another 8.
Good stuff.
And it's Interfez's turn.
You
Oh,
were
boy.
so bold before, being like, oh, I have so many disengage actions, they can't hit me.
Well, I can run them around. That's what's worth it. What actually has better to hit now that I'm looking at it? What would be better for a 2-hit?
It's the same because it's Dex plus proficiency.
But have you considered my +1 dagger?
Ah, you do have a +1 dagger, which would have better 2-hit.
Which would have better 2-hit.
Roughly 5%, I think. No.
Who are you attacking?
Interfaz is deciding between their rapier and their +1 dagger.
Because I need to more consistently hit these things.
So my house rule is I do have some flanking that if you're flanking someone, it's a +2 to hit.
Unfortunately,
If
not exactly.
you disengage from the 2 you're attacking and then go attack the one that's beekeeper by being right next to Inari,
That would actually.
you
That would
get
actually be
flanking.
smart. That would actually be smart.
And you would get your sneak attack if you hit them.
Sneak attack.
Last
That
DM hint for the day.
That would actually be very good.
Mm-hmm.
So disengage using my bonus action, move over here, and I will attempt the dagger. Because I'm only going to use the dagger if I get sneak attack damage.
You got it.
Because the dagger's probably only worth it with sneak attack damage.
Go for it.
There
Easily
we go.
hit.
Swagger.
6 and sneak.
9 is
15.
15.
He's gone.
And then you can do your whales.
I'm out of that.
You're out of whales, gotcha.
I'm out of sauce.
Inari, give me your death save.
Okay. Watch me crit fail. Just
Not
a regular failure. Close though. It's a 3.
Alright. Beekeeper.
Yeah, I'm gonna smack him. Well,
Pick
smack
one.
the guy wants to get close to him. I have to move first. Eh.
You can
Can't
pick
do
whatever
that?
one you want. Oh, you want to go there? You're trying to go diagonal. There's technically like a half a wall there.
Yeah.
Just trying to control your movement a little bit.
Now do.
You want to go that one? Alright.
Yeah,
Why?
because it makes the other guy harder to get to me.
Okay.
Okay. Go for it.
How dead is this guy?
Half-ish. Not
Let's see if we
technically bloody,
Let's
but
see if we can kill him in one turn. I'm gonna cast a Hunter's Mark.
okay. Make sure you save 1 healing for Inari.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Don't worry.
Or you
But
could,
you do also have
or
good
you
berries.
could decide not to do that and do Cure Wounds at Inari.
Or just kill him.
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, well, if you get Inari up, then like, oh, never mind, it's not his turn. But at least he won't die because there's other targets around.
It'll be fine.
Okay,
Matt, do you give your consent?
Yeah, go for it.
go for it.
It's because Inari has a wisdom of 8, and I sure played that well.
So I cast that.
I would have brought Inari up. That's just me.
So first,
Inari
let's-
doesn't deserve it.
Okay.
Please crit. Fuck.
That is the opposite of critting, fun fact. You do
Well-
have a second attack, though.
No, I don't, because I just cast.
Oh, you bonus action cast. right.
Hunter's Mark. Yeah.
All right, Duke, you're up.
Fuck. Don't you have a saving throw cantrip,
What?
Duke?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, but it's Mine Sliver.
Why didn't
Do
you
you-
take Toll the Dead?
Do you guys want to stop this here because it's getting late? I know Mark has a test.
I'm fine for a little bit longer.
All right, go for it.
Why did you not take Toll the Dead, Mark?
Because I took Chill Touch as my necroticness.
You should have taken Toll the Dead.
No, I had a specific reason for this. I took Chill Touch instead of Toll the Dead because I had no 2-hit attacks, and I didn't want to rely completely on saves. And so I took Mind Sliver as my other one for non-necrotic,
Toll the Dead, Mark.
which overall was a good choice. It just did not pan out in this situation.
D12 necrotic, Mark.
Nah, doesn't hit. That's all I got.
Should have cast Mind Sliver.
Why? They're constructs.
Did Mind Sliver not work on constructs?
Their intelligence is 1 and their constructs. Why would they be able to be hit by psychic damage?
Because they just have to explicitly be unable to be hit by psychic damage. I'm sure they can. Just to spite you.
MFW.
NFT.
Critical bludgeoning.
Who's that for? Who just got their face smashed in?
Who did just get their face smashed in? Hello?
Hello?
I was on mute somehow. Sorry about that. Interfez, you took 7 on the crit hit.
Oh, wow.
The crit was a 7?
Yeah, he got very lucky. That one is that. That is that one. Yep. Okay, cool. And then for Beekeeper, 18 and an 8. Beekeeper, you take 5.
5? I can deal with 5.
Where were these? Where was this when I needed it?
Interfez, you're up.
Where were the 8s?
Oh,
when
boy.
I needed them? Oh, boy!
Well, time to
You don't get sneak attack because I'm unconscious.
dance.
Oh boy.
Going to try and flank there. Go one more if you disengage.
Yep. Get the
Get
one
right
attacking
there.
Beak. Oh, yeah, disengaged.
All right.
There.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep. Do it.
And swagger time.
That hits. Give me damage.
Damage.
5
Snack
plus
Damage.
6 is 11. He's, we'll say, bloodied, critical-ish.
Almost crit.
Inari, give me a death save. Don't spin a 1.
Interfest, do you have more whales from the grave?
I do not have more
No.
sauce.
Satching.
I do not have more whales.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well,
Ooh,
You're 2
we're
for
having
2.
fun tonight. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
all right, Beekeeper, you got a choice. You can smack this guy, or you can take a opportunity attack against you and hope that you can bring up Inari.
Well, either we're both unconscious, or maybe not. I feel like, now personally, I'm very upset with myself right now, so I really don't care. But also, if Beekeeper is also dead, that seems like an even worse option.
Well, he has Hunter's Mark on him, so he has a pretty... does that give a bonus for attacking? I forget. Was it just damage?
I think it's just bonus damage and tracking.
Yeah, it's just
All right, you get a +2 to bonus to hit because you're flanking with Interfez.
okay.
Smack him.
So I'm gonna basically murder him right now.
Kill him
His
dead.
chance of surviving is basically sub-zero.
Only if you hit. He has a pretty
Only if
high
you-
AC.
As you may have noted.
That's not going to hit.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That hit before.
Oh,
What changed?
it's 15.
No,
'cause you
I
didn't
swear I've
have
hit
HP.
before on that. What?
No, you
You
have
hit
not
the
hit
blood.
on a 13.
You hit other things.
I call BS.
That
That
does hit.
That's
His
gonna
armor
hit.
class is 18, by the way.
Smack for 6. Now, wait.
Bees.
But wait, there's more.
Plus
Yeah,
plus more.
he's
plus
dead.
bees.
No,
He's-
no, don't take his eye off the map yet.
Oh, wait,
no.
he's still hanging on. He's about
Uh-huh.
to hit you, and the bee stings him in the eye,
And
and he's
then-
dead.
And then Gathered Swarm.
Oh, that was Hunter. The bee.
The one bee stings him. The one damage bee.
Single bee.
Duke?
Hey, Duke.
You want to try and
Thank you.
stabilize him?
Yes. How do I
Okay.
do that?
Medicine check.
I think it's a medicine check. Yeah, I'll double check
All
the
right.
DC. I think it's 10, but I'll double check. I haven't had to worry about it in so long. I have to double check. Usually, there's people that throw heals on things.
Yeah, well, I'm the one who's supposed to do that, and I went, man, but what if I was cool? And failed. Badly.
Is it on this one? Damage and healing? Maybe? Damage rolls. It's in combat, right?
Mm.
Yeah, it's under damage and healing somewhere. Critical hits. Types. Dropping to 0. Thank you. Blah, 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 blah. Stabilizing. Here we go. Thank you. Yeah, is it DC 10 on Omniscient check?
Okay.
That's all I wanted to check. I couldn't remember what the DC was. I was pretty sure it was 10.
Please stop dying.
No.
No, you don't stop dying.
Let's find out.
Alright,
no,
well, you
sorry,
still
just-
got Enterfez can pull you out. 1 second.
Mhm.
So the Tin Soldier is going to attack because he's a dumbass. He's going to attack the dude who's like right there, which is Duke. 16 and an 8. I take it that's 1 hit.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, you just an 8 doesn't hit.
Well,
you.
I'm considering I could turn it into a miss with shield.
You could.
It's not worth it though.
I agree. You take 8 damage.
I'm at 18 then.
Interfez, what do you want to do?
Checking.
You
thing.
could try to kill it. You could flank and try to kill him. He's
what's-
a
one hit.
What's my
No,
medicine? My medicine's +2.
Medicine
got-
and Ari. Beekeeper can flank.
Yeah.
Beekeeper can flank. I will still be here.
Beekeeper can beekeeper. Can't you move your hunter's mark after you kill someone?
I don't
Yes.
believe.
Yes,
so.
you can.
You can.
Yes,
oh.
you can.
So now your hunter's mark.
Before you didn't have a target yet, but now you have a separate target, so you can absolutely
Cool.
do it.
I'm going to attempt medicine.
All right, do it.
Oh,
Medicine.
thank God.
All right, you are
I don't
stable.
think. I think I'm stable at 0.
You are stable at 0. That is correct. You have 0 hit points. You are stable.
I am not currently dying. Some
Okay.
days. Why did no one stop me? Is my hot question.
All right, Beekeeper, you're up.
I don't know. Trusted you.
Slaughter.
Yeah, that sounds about right. No alternatives have presented themselves.
Damn it. Damn
Crin.
it.
Damn it.
Bruh.
Smack him.
We just awkward hug him to
Duke.
death.
The power
Oh,
of friendship.
He's not dead.
He's not
He's not.
dead. Let's just kill him with the power of friendship.
Smack him.
Do you want me to attempt Mind Sliver on him?
Smack him.
Do it, dare.
I don't care
Bet.
if you can smack it.
Bet.
What's what is my? I'm just gonna dagger him. I have a feeling that is going to be more effective.
It's the same. It's the same amount of. Actually, no. You do get a slight dex bonus for a dagger, I guess. But you do have to hit him, and these guys have an AC of.
Oh
18.
yeah, that's right.
Mind Sliver
Okay,
is a save.
I'll use Mind Sliver, and hopefully he's not immune to Psychic.
And before.
Is he immune to Psychic?
Yes, he is.
He is.
Figures.
Yeah.
God.
It has
Honestly-
no. It has no mind.
Figures.
All right.
It is
Let's
normal.
just do this. Roll 1d3. Interfez.
Oh boy. I sure
well.
hope it doesn't get a 5 on its D6.
10.
Miss.
Crit hit.
Crit!
Take 10.
I am
Well, now you
perished.
can be unconscious with me.
I am perish.
Make a death save, please.
Oh yeah, that happens immediately. Where?
Under, it's on the right, underneath, above some other. Yeah, no, I have Eldritch Cannon over there, so like I don't know what to tell you what it's under. Under Eldritch Cannon.
Oh, death saves. There it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, that's good. One to the good.
One to the good.
Anari is stable. Beekeeper.
Beekeeper, fuck him up.
I'm gonna try.
You better. Fuck, I can't see any.
My bad, I hit the wrong button.
There. There's a
Yeah,
hit.
you hit him.
Here's the first damage. Wait.
Mm-hmm. The second damage.
Let me go up to the frickin' thing. Where is my...
You know, you could just roll a d6.
Here's that.
Mm-hmm. And then the bees.
Here's the bees.
What's the total?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus I get another hit. No, that was second hit. So 11, yeah.
Second hit, 11 damage.
Alright, he's still around.
Wait, where is your second hit?
I missed the first one.
He missed.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Dude.
How hurt is he?
I'd say he's critical-ish.
Well, I guess my bet was wrong.
I really have to do this.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
Oh, I was gonna say you should take
Uh,
my knife,
do-
but mine's a normal knife.
Duke holds his wand up to the soldier's face, and its face just explodes.
What? Oh.
Magic missile. Itch.
Its face just implodes on itself.
Yeah, he's
His
dead.
face is gone. His face is no longer a living thing. Hey, Beekeeper, you said you have good berries, right?
I do.
So you should shove a berry in Interface's face, and then also mine, so I can start casting Cure Wounds.
Okay, I give you both a single berry.
So we're both at 1 HP now.
How many more berries do you have?
Well, I have 20 berries total.
Right, but each berry takes
An action.
an action.
But we're out of
Yeah,
combat.
but we're not doing anything, so whatever.
Alright, it's all good.
That's
So-
fine.
19 berries now.
Alright, so 19 berries. So that's a hot minute. Okay. Go
So
turn
that's
to 6
11 hit
seconds.
points to me. So I'm at 12.
We'll say divide by 2. That's roughly 10. That's 60. Yeah, that's like a hot minute. Assuming I got my math in my head correctly.
Wait, so you have 18 berries left, right? And it takes 6 seconds to eat a berry.
All right, you guys want to stop here? You can figure out the math on yourself later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, all good. All right,
Awesome.
folks.
Have a good night. See you next one.
Oh wait. Mark, just stay on for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Alright.
Thanks, everybody.
Okay. Have a good one.
Laters.
This is
Later, skaters.
Adios.
all right. Audio.